Today we're talking about hive maintenance, and this is a hive we've been tracking for some time now. I'm going to show you what it went through the different seasons, and then also we had some really big complications that we had to deal with that affected this apiary, and we're going to see how that pans out. Before we dive into the hives, I wanted to explain some of the challenges that we faced during the season. Firstly, there was a massive drought at the beginning of the season, and then just after Christmas and into the new year, we ended up with an excessive amount of rain that has obviously caused our honey production to be very, very low. And then we had a problem with bee pirates, and bee pirates keep our bees captive, and they also reduce our honey production. So this is the second season that we're monitoring this hive and documenting it for you guys to see. If you want to have a look at the previous season, then please look out for this video. I've put the link up in the corner, and this is the thumbnail for it. Check it out first, and then come back to this video, and you're going to see how this hive has progressed over time. So you ready with the smoker? As with most of my hive inspection videos, I try and illustrate it with a diagram, and I use the 10 frame Langstroth hive as the diagram. And to illustrate honey frames, we make them a honey color, and then to illustrate brood frames, they're a green color, and any empty frames will be white.
This one is also a big colony.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what we've got. So they've got bigger since you looked.
Yeah.
See, babies already on the outside frame. So this one, that's babies, that's brood. I mean, this frame is beautiful. It's also been full. Oh, look at the next one. Yeah. That is full of babies. This queen is so strong. Next one's the same.
All of them are the same.
Hey, look there. Both sides. Okay, hold on, the next one looks empty. Maybe they put all the brood this side. Like a little bit. It's an older piece of frame. Yeah, there's larvae in all those cells. So that's also a brood. I should have brought more supers, eh? This has got drone on it. Okay, so that's resources. So brood, resources. I might move that one to that side, put the brood in the middle. That's honey that they're putting. And then it's honey out. Yeah, okay, so we're going to take these last two out. And this one. Okay, so if we compare where we were last autumn to where we are now in spring, last autumn we had quite a lot of honey, only 2 frames of brood. Now we've expanded to 7 frames of brood with a few frames of honey. Yeah. It's nice to see that the brood is expanded so early in the season, and they're really preparing themselves for spring. If you stick around till the end of the video, you'll see how this compares to pre-spring for the last 2 years. So looking at what we've done now with the post-maintenance at this time of the year, We've tried to move the brood into the center of the box. We've put 2 empty frames on each side of the brood. One is a little bit into the brood, and that's for the space so that the queen can lay, and that will also prevent swarming. With this colony, we also, because they were so nice and strong, we've put a super on in preparation for spring. So they'll take that honey up to the super, and then okay, so we're going to do inspections. We're hoping to get honey off these hives, and we're finding that there's pirate bees that are holding our bees hostage, and there's been no foraging going on for at least a week, we think. There's one of the pirate bees there now, flying around. I made a little video earlier about it. So we're trying to catch these pirate bees with mirrors inside some water. We caught a few already on the one hive, and yeah, I don't know, it's a little bit of a problem, because what it will do is it will actually cause the bees to abscond. And we're hoping that we can deal with this problem, and it wasn't a problem before. It's a new problem we're experiencing now. Let's see how we go. Lots on the lid. There's quite a few here. There's a little bit of honey here. Almost ready, not quite. Might take it still. Next one looks good. Okay. This is all honey. You can put smoke this side. So what we've got is, this frame is almost full of honey. So we might take that one. And that frame is also almost full of honey. So those two. Then we've got brood. So it's brood there. This is brood. That's brood. That's brood. That's brood. Okay, that one's empty. It's got quite a lot of pollen in it though. Okay, so let's take a look at what the hive looked like pre-spring and then going into summer. Pre-spring we had quite a lot of brood and a few frames of honey, and then we did do some maintenance on it and put in some empty frames by removing 2 of the honey frames. Going into summer, we've got a little bit less brood. There's actually a bit more honey, and then there was honey in the super, so we're going to take that super off now, and then we're going to also again make some more space for the queen to lay in the brood box. So again, for post maintenance, we take some of the honey frames out, put some empty foundation sheets in just on each side of the brood, and then the bees will build that out and the queen will lay in that, and it just gets rid of some of the old comb in the box. Okay. What's that? No.
Don't get the other super that's in the car.
The empty one, yeah. The empty box like this.
When empty?
Yeah, just the empty one, yeah. And we can replace it. It's a good plan, Chris.
The whole super.
Yeah, because this hole.
There's no frames in it. It's just empty.
Oh yeah.
That hole's quite big, and I noticed that the bees had tried to close it up, but it was still quite a big.
Yeah, it's plenty honey in here. Love it.
Like
This
a
is a
baby.
good haul next.
Yeah, actually we've got quite a lot,
Why
eh?
you don't take the whole one like this, Stuart?
Because then I've got too many bees when I go home. Whereas if I shake all the bees off now, they're at the hive, and and so there's less bees when I get home.
Out of just.
Oh, look at this. This thing's full.
That's a nice one.
You can take the whole frame.
This whole side is.
Yeah.
The other side's not kept.
Check that side.
Yeah.
Eh?
That's a nice one.
Oh, yes. This thing's full.
Look at that. Oh. Okay, so there was 3 frames from here, hey, honey? This one's got honey on it. That one's also got honey on it, eh? It's uncapped. But there's no eggs, eh, this side. Honey and pollen. Okay, that's fine. Okay, this next one has now got brood. That side. Let me just check this brood though. Yeah, that's brood. That's larva. That's looking good. Okay. So it's 1 frame of brood, 2 frames of brood, and this side looks nice. Quite nice. That side's also quite full. Oh, nice. Okay, this is all pollen, yeah. Honey. Okay. So we're going to put the 2 honey there, and then here we're going to checker it because there's 3 frames. So we'll put 1, 2, and then 3. Actually, we'll put 1 there, 2 there, 3 there. So it's brood, empty, brood, empty, brood, empty.
So let's take a look at this hive in comparison to the last inspection we did, which was in summer of 2024, which was December, to now in autumn 2025. The brood has reduced considerably, which is normal for preparation for the winter, and there's quite a lot of honey which they've now stored. We did decide to take some of this honey out. There's quite a lot of it, and we are also going to still keep the super on for winter at this particular site. These bees are really, really strong. It doesn't get as cold in this area. So what we ended up doing is just splitting the brood slightly with some empty frames in between, and then we're actually going to put the super back on this hive and give them a feeder just to stimulate the queen a little bit, just in preparation for the winter, so that the brood is nice and strong going into winter. We've done this previously and it's worked really, really well. Let's take a look at how the hives compare over the last 3 seasons. We're going to start with pre-spring, and you can see from season 1, where the colony was still quite small and just starting out, we had some growth into season 2, and by season 3 there was significant growth, and you could see the colony was really, really strong. So something that we did do in the last 2 seasons was feed the bees going into winter to help stimulate the queen a little bit, so that there was more brood in winter, and then there was enough food for them, and we left a little bit of honey in the box as well, and they came out in spring a lot stronger. Moving to summer now, and what we can see here is that our brood has got stronger over time for each of the seasons. However, because of the struggle that we had with the pirate bees, as well as the droughts and the floods, we're a little bit lower on the strength in the season 3 in comparison to season 2. But the impact of those challenges is not as drastic as I thought it would have been. Finally, taking a look at autumn, you can see we had no brood in season 1, but by season 3 we're going into the winter with a few frames of brood, which is normal. But what we have been doing is we've been feeding the colony going into winter, just one bottle of sugar syrup, and then again in pre-spring, and this is slowly really building this colony to a great strength. And by looking at all of this together, you see something that you're interested in, please don't be shy to leave a comment below. I'm more than happy to give you my opinion on it, my perspective, and then we can discuss it, and this helps all the other beekeepers. So please comment below if you see something of interest. Also, if you were interested in what our reaction was when we opened a box and there was no brood and there was only honey, which was at the end of season 1, then I highly recommend you take a look at this video, and it'll show our reaction and how we had tracked that hive to see what would happen over the winter and then into spring making sure that we did have a queen and that she was going to lay and that this colony could survive and go from strength to strength. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again in our next video.